Okay. Greetings, friends and family of Miami Union Adventist Academy. Welcome to the third grade classroom currently. Right behind me, we have our MobyMax platform set up. And today I'm going to showcase you how to use it as a student and as a parent. All right, so welcome parents. So this is MobyMax. It is our platform that we use. Our students are very familiar with it, but however, you may not be. So we want to bring you up to speed, okay? This is the login page, okay? Up here at the top is where it says sign in, and that's where your child will click to sign in. So let's sign in. On the sign-in page, if your child is accustomed to going on here, it will already have our school's name at the top of it. If it does not, and it says another school's name, just hit change school. And it will bring you to this screen. In this screen, you're going to type in Miami Union Academy right here, and then hit find. So let's type that in. And it popped up. Once that has popped up, your child has a unique student username and password. The teachers emailed this out. But if you do not have access to it, feel free to call our office and ask someone for it. So at the username, your child is going to put in their unique username and their unique password. If for any reason this point becomes unfamiliar or new territory to you, MobyMax has added a quick guide for parents at home. So you would just hit English or Spanish. These are the language they offer. And what will pop up is a quick how to use MobyMax guide. Okay? So it will take you through all of the steps of signing in and using MobyMax, navigating through MobyMax, as well as how to get your work done on MobyMax and deciding what to do. So let's get back to the page to sign in. So signing in, like was said, your student has a very unique password. So today we're going to use an example student. And this example student's password is BB 2017. Once logged in, the student screen will pop up and it says, hey, and it should have their name. Your student's name can be found at the top of the page and should mark their identity. So for example, this is student B. And student B has assignments that are already assigned to them from their teacher right on MobyMax. Here at Miami Union Academy, Adventist Academy, as you know, we use Bible as one of our first curriculums. So most teachers have added Bible onto MobyMax, but in the writing assignment. So you would need to come to this module here that says writing assignments. Once logged in, you can see that there are assignments set up from the teacher, also with a due date and if the student has submitted the activity or not. So the second one says new message, April 30th, March 30th, April 5th week. And if we click on that, a blank page will pop up. This is where the student would type in this page. However, the teacher added instructions. So make sure to click the instruction page. And then as you can see, a message from the teacher came up. Hi class, also sending you a message this week through video. Just click on the link from a message from me. Also, take a look at our Outlook guide for this week so you can stay on top of your work. And it has a quick little layout. Now remember, this may be different due to your teacher's ability on MobyMax. So once your child clicks the link, they will be taken to a video. And as you can see, there is a message from your child's teacher.
To do today, okay? So last week.
Once your child either followed the instructions or needed to send a message back to their teacher, they can type in the text box and then hit submit. And it will be sent to their teacher. As you can see, it is submitted, but it is not graded. The teacher has not logged on yet to check it at that point. Here is where most teachers have added Bible. Once again, the text box is blank because that is for the students to type in. The student needs to click on instruction in order to see the task. Bible intro, memory text, activity, a video story of their lesson, and then questions are listed for the students to answer. Once the students would answer these questions, they would answer them into the text box. They could copy the questions if they wanted and paste them into the text box. Or they can answer them one by one. One by one. I want to pay. There we go. And then they can answer them one by one. And they were true and false questions. Once the child was done with this, they would then submit their work. Once again, once submitted, it will say a status, submitted but not graded as of yet. And that is where you will normally find Bible or a message to the students for the beginning of the week. Now a student's regular core activities can be found on the main page. Most students and most teachers have already been accustomed to using the math, the reading, the vocabulary, as well as science and social studies right on MobyMax. So students already know to log on and to start an activity. If a teacher had assigned math for a particular day, the child can then log into the math and their lessons will automatically start. All right. So on this page, your child's assignment will automatically pop up and start. Depending on where your child is in their learning level, depends on what assignment pops up or the activity your teacher assigned to your child.
Welcome back to your placement test. This is important. Remember, you'll want to focus and try your hardest so you can start at the right level.
What we love about MobyMax is that it is also very audio. So if your child has trouble reading the words, they can hit the speaker button.
Count by tens and fill in the blank. 30, 40, 50, blank, 70.
That speaker button can most likely be found at the top of a question. Okay? And in this box, the child here would just have to plug in their answer, which in this case would be 60. And then move on, hitting the green arrow at the bottom of the page. Other questions will pop up.
How many more blocks need to be added to make 10 blocks?
Just like that. And your child can pick from an answer. If your child has a problem understanding which multiple choice question to pick, they can once again pick the audio button to hear the answer read to them. And that's just an example of the math activities. Most teachers will also assign reading stories, reading literature, reading information, as well as language. So let's take a look at each of those modules just to get you accustomed with how they may look. Reading stories. As you can see, a story pops up, and your child is able to not only read the story, but once again, also pick the audio button. At each page, there is an audio button for their convenience. Once your child is done with the reading, there will be some questions that will help us as teachers be able to measure their comprehension of the story they have just read. Once again, the audio buttons are available for use. Coming out of reading stories, you may notice that there are little block numbers at the top of different modules. Those numbers could be set by the teacher, allowing the students that amount of time to work on it. So, for science, for example, there are 10 minutes that the student is asked to do each day. For reading, there's 10 minutes. For writing, there's 10 minutes. This may not be a part of the assignment. It may just be extra progress time. Let's take a look at science. In science, you can see that the teacher has set up lessons that she would like the student to complete. How do we classify organisms? Classifying animals as vertebrates. These lessons may have come directly out of their science books. So make sure they tackle these activities. It will create a lesson just as if they were in their textbook. If a child tried to move on without answering a question, they would get that button. Let's see that one more time. This notifies the child that they did not answer the question. Oops, you didn't answer the question. Parents, as you can see, MobyMax is a tool that we can use at the speed of light to help bring the curriculum to your child right in your home. This is MobyMax platform from the student view. I'm going to take you out and log in as a parent so you can see the parent side of this. To log into the parent side, you just need to sign out of your child's account. And then at the top, you will see as a student, as a teacher, or as a parent. Please click as a parent. The thing we love most as teachers about MobyMax is that parents have access to everything their child is doing straight through the parent portal. Now, as a parent, of course, you don't have your own username and password. You will use your child's username and password. The same password for your child is the same password for you. So, once again, with student B, the parent's password would be BB. 2017. And the parent can log in and see the work that the child has done, time spent, and also any lessons and activities that were done. As you can see, this was a blank created page just for you all. So there's no real work or no real progress. But it can see that we logged in today, we spent 4 minutes in math. We logged in into reading and we spent 1 minute. We logged into science and we spent 1 minute. As a parent, this helps you because if you cannot physically be present to watch your child do their work, you can have a report about what your child did that day. You can also look into individual activities, and that will overall let you know where they are, the minutes they spent, and the activity that they took place in for that day. This is the parent side of MobyMax. And this is what it looks like, full picture for each subject. Science, reading, fact fluency, numbers, reading level, reading skills, and the list goes on. Right here, I would like to show you Messenger. If you need to message your child's teacher and you do not have access to their email or their phone number, you can also message them through MobyMax. Click the brown button and go down to Messenger. And you can go ahead and type in a message. Make sure you pick your child's teacher. Send your message. Click which parent you are, mother, father, or guardian. And your message was sent just like that. As you can see, this parent has a lot of messages from me. So this was MobyMax from our side, parent, teacher, student. Thank you for joining us for this. We hope that in this time that God bless you and you keep safe. Remember to wash your hands. Thank you very much.